Since Takeru and Rodtang are fighting soon, I want to take this time to analyze one of my favorite counter-striker to watch who beat them both in kickboxing. Stylistically, a slick counter fighter like Tenshin is a nightmare matchup for forward-moving pressure fighters like Rodtang and Takeru in kickboxing. Tenshin is an expert on maintaining his range, always keeping his opponent on the outside of his jab, which allows him to angle out or catch and counter his opponent as they come in. He also has very good vision, which allows him to sway away from his opponents on the outside or bob and weave from the inside. Generally, you see ducking under shots more common in boxing because there's no threats of getting kicked in the head or knee in the face, but since it's southpaw versus orthodox and Tenshin landed that jab in Takeru's face, breaking his base, the common reaction is to hook over the top of that jab as a counter. Tenshin recognizes that, so he duck under. Takeru can't really get a solid left knee on Tenshin from here anyways, since the jab broke his base, pushing him back, so there's no leverage on a knee. He already fully committed his weight on the front foot to load up for the hook as a counter. And Tenshin also framed his lead hand on Takeru after his jab, so he could push Takeru if he throws something to break his base and exit out. When opponents enter in for kicking range, Tenshin can catch and counter at will, and then exit out and disengage at his own discretion. Despite having great fundamentals, Tenshin can also launch varieties of flying attacks and then angle off. He does a great job posting and firing as well, circling and then check hook to change the angle, disengage again, re-engage, and then exit back to his comfortable range. Tenshin isn't afraid to draw his opponent into a brawl. This would get them overly aggressive, lower the defense, and allow Tenshin to land the sharper, harder counter strikes. Generally knock most people out, but some people like Rodtang are just as tough as they come. But yes, Rodtang can eat shots, but Tenshin is still scoring the cleaner shots, which is giving him more points. Once he's done getting his points, he'll probably throw something, like a cartwheel kick, which resets the action after he banked his points, or a bob and weave under a shot, clinch shove to stall the action after he scores his points. This will allow him to lead the scoreboard and make his opponent overly aggressive, walking into things and throwing with reckless abandonment, which Tenshin can read and counter. Tenshin here is dictating the pace. He is in control of when does the chaos start and when does it stop. When Tenshin wants it to stop, Tenshin can either angle out, throw some flying shit, or clinch up to stop the action. Now that Takeru is getting overly reckless, Tenshin can set up his knockdown shots. Same case here with Rodtang. Rodtang thinks he got in a corner. Rodtang will try to tee off on him. Tenshin will lure him in and sweep him to reset the action. Tenshin gets shots in Rodtang. Tenshin reads that right leg coming up, angle out of the line of fire. Again, Tenshin angles out from the rope, bait Rodtang's in. Rolling Thunder coming up. Generally, Tenshin knocks people out here like in the Circum fight, due to blood bleeding into Circum's eyes, resulting in a doctor stoppage. This is a nice unconventional catch and shoot here by Tenshin. While fresh, Tenshin always has an answer, whether it's moving out of range and return fire with his own shot, or catching a kick and returning fire. Tenshin has really good kick catches. He also angles out the way on his teep parries, then get out of range once he's done firing. Tenshin is also a great matador, check hooking his way out of a straight line, catching the body shot overhand on top, then pivot out, sees the round kick coming, steps outside the foot to avoid his firing range, then disengages, then re-engage once his opponent misses, because that's the best time to make them pay.